welcome back to Genesis Custom Sabers, and I've been looking forward to showing this one off for quite a while. It's been a work in progress. The design phase took a long time just because I wanted to get some subtle elements together that really composed a saber that showed off the bone but was unique from from anything that I'd done up until this point. You'll notice that it's powder coated with immediate blast powder coating, which I've really been enjoying lately. It's not just really durable and looks good, but it's also got a cool texture to it, very subtle. So it gives this saber the look of something that's rugged and tool-like, but also has elements to it that make it very refined looking. Just really clean with the polished aluminum button and the polished brass button, and just using kind of the bare polished aluminum as an accent color instead of the main color. So that you got a couple spots there that are aluminum and a couple spots that are polished brass. This is a Crystal Focus version 6. So I'm going to show you how it operates, and then some really cool features that this one has. This will be going up for sale soon. Blade goes in. You've got a blade retention screw that's here in the same housing as the activation switch, but because it's further away from the tip, I've actually got a hidden set screw that acts as an alternate blade retention screw. If you're going to be swinging the saber around, you might want to tighten that up with a 1/16 Allen key, just to get some extra tension on the blade. Kill key is this brass pin. 2.1mm recharge port. Of course, that's the boot up sound for my Bestman font. The saber has got a LED engine, RGBW, and the G, the green, and the blue are linked for a really nice, bright, classic blue. I've really been enjoying this color lately. It's pretty much the brightest blue I'm able to get, and it's got the flash on clash. Now, I've got it disabled on the lockup, so the blade stays blue on lockup, but during blaster blocks, you've got the flash on clash there, and of course the power on and off button is there. Now with this saber, there's a bargraph inside, but it's actually through a lens. There's a lens there that shows the bargraph that's on board the Crystal Focus, so when it's operating, you can see that the lens is almost animated. It's like an animated single LED. But a really cool feature that this provides, almost like a peephole in a doorway, is it projects the bargraph onto any surface that you have pointed next to it. So if you wanted to hit the lockup button and check the battery level, you can tell it's between 4 and 5 bars. It's a really cool feature that one has. Of course, with sabers like this, you can, because this is a Genesis Elite, you can take that apart and get access to the SD card. I'm going to show you that in a minute. But also because this is a Krayt Bone saber, you use the same Allen key you would for the alternate blade retention screw. You can remove this 440 screw here and remove a piece of the bone, and you've got a swivel. The bone swivels to reveal a crystal chassis with a white LED lighting the crystal. So you've got a blue blade and a blue bargraph, but I really wanted just something that sets the crystal apart. So you've got a white crystal in a chassis with a blue crystal fitting that is inside the gold there. As you can see in this close-up, the crystal chamber is lit with a white LED that pulses in this setting, and it goes into sleep mode, and it just goes to flash. You can move the saber, and that just puts it back into standby mode, and the crystal is pulsing. You can see it's set in a blue crystal setting that's inside the gold there, and it's a really nice, neat setup that holds the crystal in there, and the wires are all run through that harness. Of course, the bone slides around to expose that or not. And then when the saber is ignited using the power button, this setting actually mirrors the blade. So the crystal flickers with the blade flicker. You get a pulse when something happens to the saber, a clash, which is probably my favorite setting for the crystal, is the blade mirror. Really happy with how the saber turned out. Get on with the rest of the video. With this saber, it unscrews there, which is the only taking apart that I allow for this saber, is right on that joint. You can see it unscrews, and the body comes apart, and you've got the Crystal Focus version 6, the onboard bar graph, access to the SD card. So to get access to the SD card, you'd put the kill key in, shutting off power to the saber, and you use the magic implement, which is of course the pencil, and use the eraser section of the pencil, which is almost rubbed down to nothing on this one. You can get it to pop out. This is a very compact design, a lot of wiring harnesses in here, so you may need to press those wiring harnesses down in order to get access to that SD card with a pair of needle nose pliers. Pull it out, pop it in your adapter. In your computer you can make changes to it. You pull the kill key to make sure that it boots up, which it does. Now I want to change to a different sound font, so I'm going to hold the brass button. Gets me into the menu. Several of my sound fonts. In the crystal lights, it's my calibrate font. So this is a font that simulates a Jedi working on his saber. Activate, no blade light comes on, but the crystal comes on in pulses. And you've got another bar graph animation, and of course all the different sounds. So it's a cool font for any saber that's got a crystal reveal like this one. That's pretty much the operation of this saber. Really happy with how it turned out, and it's going to be going up for sale fairly soon once I can get some really nice pictures taken. This will be an expensive one, being that I worked so hard and long on this one, and I'm really so happy with how it turned out. So whoever gets it, I hope you enjoy it. Again, thanks for watching.